5 levels. I think that's actually good enough to take it out of the box at the very least and see how it's doing. Alright. At least at level 35, which isn't too bad. It learned Secret Power, which... Oh, and Sweet Kiss. And so it still has the cool moves I want. Not bad, but again, it's really hard to compete with Ruby King. But I'll put you back in the PC for now, under the maybe keep in the party box. I'm not sure if that's enough for the Growlithe. But at least we can purify the Totodile on the Wooper while we're waiting. So yeah, definitely not purifying every single Pokemon in this run, but I do kind of want to try to purify as many as I can. And it was just Fury Attack. Alas. Wow, it's almost 8:30 already. So, I think we have the time. I might be pushing time a little, but I think we might have time to do a particular side mode that could make for a fun time. Also, shoutouts to Wooper getting Needle Arm when he has no arms. There we go. Just enough time to undo the lock on this Growlithe, and we'll be able to press forward. So, how's everyone... While we're just killing a little time, how's everyone else days going? I opened it up to conversation beforehand, and kind of... But I know you weren't around for that particular moment, Lava, and all that. That said, I think we can open the door to exactly what I have planned for the rest of the stream. As you may note, if you play Pokemon Colosseum, there's a Colosseum that we try to go to and enter really early on in the adventure, but we can't for plot reasons. We could for a while, but they had another stipulation in the form of you could not bring any Shadow Pokemon to this particular Colosseum. So not only do we have to have a full team of purified Pokemon, but they had to be pretty confident. Like, I recall, it's a little hard to describe if it's a joke or not, because they are pretty weak Pokemon from what I remember, but they're also, we're still technically under-leveled for it. But because they're weak Pokemon, I think we'll be fine. So let me just build a quick team together. See, you know what, I don't know if there's a PC in there, but it's not like we're gonna have any real plot relevancy. Oh yeah, we also never did the pre-gym. Well, I already said that I was gonna do the Colosseum, so we'll do that first. And the next time I need just a little bit of filler to end off the stream, we'll come back to Phenac and do the pre-gym. Indeed, we will take part with the party that we have and go from there. We don't have access to Diglett Cave. We're gonna hunt for Drowsy. So yeah. Big hope from this is, oh wait, this is a randomizer, so I am lucky that there's even a Squirtle out on the field. This is what I mean though, everyone's level 40, but usually that's balanced out by the fact that they all have like baby Pokemon and really weak Pokemon in general. But instead, I'm facing off against a Lino. A Lino that knows payday. I mean, I was just saying that half the reason we want to do this Colosseum is for money, so spam that away, pretty please. Oh, it's secret power, not nature power. Oh, I mean, that's a nice debuff. I'll take it. Bravo, Squirtle. Bravo. Play of the day. Oh, please boomerang the Butterfree again. I guess I can get lucky twice in a row. Oof. Good thing about this, though, if I remember correctly, I do believe they heal us after every battle in the Colosseum here. So, we're not completely screwed. We may have, like, made this battle... We may have made this drag out double the time that it normally would by leading out with our literal weakest Pokemon. But it could be worse. Oh, please don't. Well, for a second there, I was like, oh, wait. Both my party members are kind of weak. Maybe I shouldn't be hoping please don't hit Scout. But, I mean, all's well that ends well. I just realized that I can't, like, we may not even get too much experience though, because I got that EXP share in the mix, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright. What do you got, good sir? I'm just... No, it's not a Nuzlocke. I'm not crazy. At least, like, doing a Nuzlocke in Pokemon Colosseum is crazy enough because you don't got wild Pokemon in here. So you're a lot more limited on the number of Pokemon that you have to work with already. Adding the randomizer on top of that? No. It's a randomizer, not a Nuzlocke, which means that, as you can see, or as you may be able to see, all the Pokemon are shuffled and all the moves are shuffled. So Pokemon can have a lot of moves that they normally can't learn in this. Might as well... Be nice if I had like an all-range move, but ah well. Cool. Oh, I thought I just missed the first time. Well, it was Crabhammer, so maybe I did. Side-beam you... I think it'd still be my strongest move, all things considered. Half tempted to swap, though, just to speed things up. But I'm not even sure if I have a super effective move against a Cradily on this team. But maybe the game will force my hand when it comes to the swap. Like that. Alright. Let me double check what I got. Nothing great. This would at least do neutral damage. Actually, as scary as it is with that Rock Slide, Silver Wind might be my key. The Grass Rock combo always throws me off to the point where I only remember Fighting is weak to it. But I think Bug is as well, because I know Rock does good damage to Bug types. But I don't think that necessarily means that Rock resists Bug. Either way, we're gonna find out together. Yeah, that's super effective damage. And honestly, I should have been using this move a bit sooner. Oh well, hindsight's 20/20. We got a solid answer for this creatively. We may even be able to keep it from, like, knocking out our team that... Bravo AI. You had something that I was quad weak to, and instead you ended up using something that I completely resist. way to the go. Hindsight, maybe I should have just used side beam, not something that could, you know, miss. Oh well. This fight is over, and we're down to the semifinals already. I'm content with that. Okay. Must be my turn. I'm gonna try hard. Shoutouts to them. Semi-final music. I think like they actually have separate music for the semifinals and the finals for these Colosseum battles, which is pretty sweet in of itself. All right, what do I have to work with? Not really anything that I'm really feeling too strongly scout. I do have Twister, but it's also Twister. So I don't think that's really going to be helping me as much as I would think. No ground types. It might have been worth bringing Suicune just for that mud shot. I guess Dream Gator could just like put things to sleep and I wouldn't have to worry about it that way either. Let's go for Ruby King and see how it goes from there. On the tangent of Nuzlocke, I think like I definitely have not done that many, and they've all been on my own time. Like, I think there's only ever been 2 Nuzlocks I've ever done. One of like the original Ruby and Sapphire that I never finished, mostly just because grinding was like pain in that game, and I had some devastating losses that kept me from doing so. And ironically enough, I also did a Nuzlocke of Omega Sapphire, I believe was the remake version that I had. Solid psychic damage. Doesn't hurt. Oh, I have Aurora Beam. Never mind, this may not be so bad. But yeah, that Nuzlocke was an adventure. One of the highlights from it was I had a Dustox, Diaries as a Wurmple, that I took throughout the entire journey with me. We went for all the gyms together. Stopped Groudon, and went all the way up to the Leaf 4 when it died. And I think it was my only death in that entire Nuzlocke. It was like so close to the end, I was half tempted not to count it. And then again, it was a Nuzlocke at my own time, so I definitely didn't release it. I might have been planning on doing the box system from the beginning. I don't know. Like, I like the concept of how to artificially add challenge to the real Nuzlocke, but I like to get sentimental with my team, so it's not exact. So that kind of sucks a little bit of the fun out of it too. That said, one more battle to go, and this actually doesn't seem that bad. So far, they've all had 2 Pokemon, and that alone, and I have like a full party, so that alone kind of like cancels out the fact that they're only level 40. Knock on the wood, though, it wouldn't be the first Colosseum that we've ran into a legendary during the randomizer. This may not be one of those Colosseums, though. Let's just see how many Pokemon they have. I just gotta wait a little bit long. Yeah, they have a third in the back, so you never really know. I'm gonna start minimizing now and see if I can make it work to my favor. Yeah. I mean, you really shouldn't. Like, you're already... Like, at that point, it wouldn't be a challenge as much as just a tedium. Because, like, you're not... The shiny quest isn't that different from Nuzlocke in the sense that, like, you're restricting... You may not have the death rule, but you're still restricting yourself in a similar sense, where you still gotta catch the Pokemon. You're still restricting yourself in how many Pokemon you can catch, because you just catch whichever Pokemon turns shiny first for each gym badge. So there's that aspect. But if you were doing a vanilla Nuzlocke, you would still just be catching the first Pokemon in every route that you see. So they both have... So doing the shiny quest on top of that wouldn't really add challenge to it per se. It would just make you take longer before you can actually catch the Pokemon and start using it. Oh, fun. No legendary Pokemon, but Pokemon using legendary Pokemon signature moves, I guess, is gonna be a thing. Alright. Nice to see that the whole minimize thing is kind of working to my favor. A little scary to have a special attack drop, but I can always swap Nay away if I feel the need to. Alright, what do you have? It's a Shuckle of a Corso. Get a little chuckle out of this chuckle. Or get a little chuckle out of this Shuckle. And I'm trying to think of other Shuckle worms without going down the Guttle. Sorry, that one was a little too forced even for my taste. So I'm basically trying to out-nutrition versus out-nutrition. This thing. Well, don't switch Scout. I've spent all that time evasioning myself up. I have Grass Moose, so it might be easier to swap this. It's just a shame that my only Grass Moves are Vine Whip and Bullet Seed. Throughout the games for Gen 8. But you guys don't want it. I don't have to get it. I'm technically allowed to get a new one. And chat knows what I'm trying to dance around the bush with. And it kind of makes me think, like, I've been debating having the friendly... there's a family-friendly tag, and I could probably ride that hashtag, search tag, whatever they call it on Twitch, easy. But I don't know, I just, like, I always am worried that the one moment that I put the family-friendly tag on is the one time that I end up slipping up. Even though that's never been an issue of all the times I've been doing content. Like, the only time I can think of I really went out of my way to swear was... It's kind of embarrassing to say at this point because it's such a joke at this time. Back when I was recording one of the Celeste B-sides and that whole Copa, there was that whole Copa scare on YouTube. I don't even curse that bad. Like, I just say, like, slightly stronger D words and start beginning to talk about anti-heavens. Not even really anything too bad, but we still remember even making jokes at the time of like, well, I mean, if YouTube wants me to be unkid friendly, I can be unkid friendly. Just give me a little time to get used to it. And then it just ended up being nothing, and we all were making a bigger deal of it. And then the world, little did we know that would be the least of our worries in the world for the fine dandy year of 2020. Ooh, man. That kind of just reminds me, like, going through and editing Celeste B-sides. It's kind of like a time capsule, because it's been months since I've last recorded anything for Celeste. At least the Celeste playthrough. And that was with Chapter Farewell. Yeah, you probably never heard me say a bad word, because I probably never said a bad word on stream. Like, I can count the number of times I've said anything remotely questionable on a single hand. And I don't even think it was on any Twitch streams. Yeah, Celeste is really like a time capsule. So, because I go through and when I go through and edit them, I just notice that they recorded years back as I'm talking about things like. In the one that I'm most recently editing, I'm talking about EX rates, like that they still exist in Pokemon Go. And then there's like me talking about Pokemon Go in general. I'm not sure how much I want to go down that rabbit hole, because it's not like I quitted it, but I feel like I've taken it a lot more casually. I'm not quite as interested in it as I used to be. But it's fine. Well, Shuckle's gonna make this drag out as long as possible, I see. Again, wish I had literally anything besides Bullet Seed that was a little bit stronger. At least Bullet Seed is doing its best. The move is trying its best at the very least. One more turn. Shouldn't be too much longer now, though. Yeah. It's gonna be weird the next time I upload a Celeste video. At least, like, beyond, like, speedrunning VODs or anything I do on stream VOD-wise. Sure, I guess we could say I was pretending to be tense. And it's not just my bat. Oh man, do I evolve JoJo? I'm gonna wait a level, because if you know Vigoroth and his family line, there's a little bit of a trade-off. Middle evolution isn't as strong as the final evolution, but it also regains one of the worst abilities ever. So I'm gonna sit on that. I might regret it when JoJo just keeps getting his butt handed to him in every battle going forward. What did I wasn't even paying attention to what TM I got from that. Yeah, I mean, technically Truant could be worth it, but you have to be prepared to work around it is a good way to word it. Classic example I can think of was a Let's Play of Pokemon Emerald done by a YouTuber that I watched real long time ago, but he used the Slack King on his team, and essentially what he did was just took advantage of the fact that I could only attack every other turn to just like use items in that during the turns that I couldn't attack anyways. And it's possible for a strategy like that to work with Colosseum. It's a shame that we're working with Gen 3, and so we can't really play around with the concept of an Evolate, because that item would be pretty cool for this particular Vigoroth. Anyways. You had a nice run, Nate. You can hang out on the PC with the other... maybe we'll find a way to squeeze you back in, Pokemon. But it's almost 9. More importantly, I've lost all daylight. So I think it's a good point to end off a stream. If we want to stick around, though, we can go find someone to raid.